Yo, what's good, guys? Today this is a pretty important video. You know, the next few days you're gonna decide where the market's gonna go for I'd say the next maybe like week and a half or so. So watch the whole video. Make sure to show this video some love. You're not gonna want to miss out on this one because I got some important thing to show you. So today, fun day today. We got a dip in the morning. We ripped all day, and you know, we made so much money today. Um, yeah, just a couple 100%. All morning and like, if you're in the Discord, a couple people have joined the Discord from yesterday's video actually, and you know, they're already making 700%. Uh, yesterday too, couple 100%. So I'm telling you, join the Discord if you want to grow your account and learn how to trade and all of that because I'm telling you, I genuinely think we have one of the best Discords out there. So yeah, check it out. Join it if you want. I really recommend it. I don't know why you wouldn't. But yeah, I'll have that in the description. And the market's heating up a little, so there's a lot of plays to be made in the markets right now. And join our Discord and we can kind of lead you through those. So today, um, you know, I've been watching these two lines. I went over that in my video yesterday. How I said these are two very important lines, and we're actually gonna go take a look at a clip of my video from yesterday, where I talked about this wedge, which we're gonna go over to. Um, yeah, here it is. And yeah, so I'm wondering if maybe we do actually come all the way back up here, and I would think that you'd get some bearish divergences if you get a little higher. Um, and in that case, I would still be bearish probably. So yeah, here we are. Um, yeah, here's that count that I was kind of looking for. Um, we went a little higher, and I also said bearish divergences, and uh, yeah, what do you know? We got bearish divergences on a lot of time frames. RSI, you got a divergence here. RSI is going lower while the price is going up. We made a new high. Um, you got a bearish divergence on here too. This is the 15 minute, and then you can go into the 30 minute. Um, bearish divergence. Well, this went higher. The 1 hour. Um, bearish divergence. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's a tricky spot. So I'm showing you all these divergences, which can signal a bearish direction in the future. And so yeah, that's that. And I'm gonna show you that these two scenarios where we could go to the upside and the downside. And the downside is it's pretty harsh. Um, and I think we have kind of limited upside here since we've been moving so high at a pretty fast rate. So um, yeah, I'm gonna show you these wedges because I want you to know how consistent they are, so that you can see this wedge, and if it plays out, you know how to play it, and how reliable it is. So I actually went back and I found some examples that I've actually played. This is Workday, um, and here you have this very clear count. You got your A, B, C, D, E. And after that E touch, you come down here, and if you break it, sometimes you come up and test it. Uh, and this is how you measure where it can go. So you take the width of the opening of the wedge, and you take it to kind of where it opened up from. Um, and this line may not be drawn perfectly. Uh, I would say here, I think, because you have a lot of reactions right here, going towards the end. So, you take that opening, and look how close that is. It's almost the same. AMC was another example. A, B, maybe a little steeper actually. I think that actually. So you have your A, B, C, D, E, and then you take the opening of the wedge, draw it, take it from where it broke out from, and what do you know? That is actually pretty much on the dot. Yeah, so just from those examples, you can see that this pattern has a very high consistency of playing out. And when you tie with other factors like divergences, which I just showed you, you kind of put that all together and you weigh all your odds. So now that I've showed you the wedge, I'm going to show you the bullish scenario. So really there's only three main things I'm showing you in this video. This wedge, the bullish scenario, which I'll show you that requires Elliott wave theory, and those divergences which I showed you. The bullish scenario, you have your Elliott wave count. So I'll draw the count first. You have your 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have your fifth wave, and you get your fifth wave target by drawing a fib from wave 3 to wave 4, and you have it's low 420s. So your fifth wave, there's a lot of rules. I don't want to overcomplicate this, but to the upside, wave 3 can't be the longest, and in this one it's extended, and usually there's two waves which are called impulse waves, the waves that go up. There's usually two waves that are the same length, and in this scenario it seems to be wave 1 and 5. So you can see that kind of brings you up to that same area roughly. It's not really ever gonna be perfect. I mean, sometimes it is, but like it's more of just guidance, and you tie with everything else like overbought, oversold, and stuff. So it seems if we break out of this wedge somehow, even if we actually stay in the wedge, it could still be a part of a bearish pattern, a pattern that's in a bearish development of like, okay, so you have your rising wedge, and if you get up to here, you're basically still in the wedge, and that's a bearish pattern. So it can still be in the development of a reversal pattern. That's what I'm trying to say. So because you can have wave 3 can't be the shortest, this one can actually still be longer, and it would be the same length as wave 3. So I have doubts on this. It's possible, and I would think if we get up to here, the Fed meeting would be bad, or the Fed meeting would make the market go down. It's kind of hard to predict what that's gonna do, but I see these two targets as target to the upside if we get out of the wedge. So that'll take the whole market with it, but the odds are down. Yesterday in my video, I explicitly said I'm kind of scared of shorting right now, because it seems like it wants to move up. Go check out my last video. You can see me mention that. I would recommend going back and you can see my thought process and how everything played out from then. So you're still in this wedge, and you're really gonna want to be watching this top trend line right here, because this is the big one. If it gets rejected here, it's likely a rising wedge, and I just showed you can measure it out like this. From wherever it breaks out, you could come back and see 390 maybe, and you have that gap at 397 and 405 still. So you got to keep those in mind. It's a tricky area. I would say today I think it's safe to say we kind of squeezed today. Yeah, there wasn't really any fundamental factors that I know of that made us do this. But for the technicals, you had a double bottom, and we've been trading in this range right here for a little bit. So I think it was more of a technical standpoint today, where you also had that gap hold as support. I don't know if I mentioned that in my last video. I might have meant to, but you had this gap right here hold, and technically that gap's not completely filled since it comes all the way down to here, but it's a, I'm not going to try to overcomplicate it and explain it, but you have this gap right here which held as support, um, but it's still not completely filled. And yeah, so it's a tricky spot. You have bearish divergences, rising wedge, but you also have an Elliott wave theory count that shows us in a bullish development. But if that plays out, you can still be in this rising wedge. And you know, there's a chance we even like already hit it. Wow. Okay. We actually may have finished it already. So I would say tomorrow and the next day are the days when we will Thursday. So tomorrow and Monday, I guess, I think we'll know where the next bigger move will be, because it seems you're already hitting this line actually, pretty much. So tomorrow, you know, there might be a little more upside. We might break through it, go to the low 420s, but the main thing you want to be watching is this rising wedge, because you know I gave you these examples, and they're pretty consistent, I would say. It's not 100% consistent every single time, but I love trading this pattern, and I cannot stress how consistent this pattern is. So you really want to be watching this thing. Right now, I would say this is the most important thing on the charts to be watching. Yeah, there's nothing else to say really. I'm just gonna keep this video short. Tell you all you need to know, and make sure to check out the Discord in the description. You know, we're making so much money every single day, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to be a part of that. So I'm gonna have that linked in the description. Make sure to check that out, and if you watch this whole video, show it some love. Give it a like and subscribe, because you know I got valuable content. So yeah. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. That's where I'm going to leave my video for today. So, peace out, guys.